Well, good morning and welcome to Morning Java from Tampa, Florida. We are brought to you, as always, by the Get-Go Cafe and Market, where for a limited time you can get the Substravaganza special.
That's any 7-inch sub for $4.99.
That's a pretty good deal.
It's a really good deal.
The Steelers are in a better position. I think that's probably the safest, quickest way to summarize the fact that they won. They beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 30-27. They won.
They're a half game ahead of the New England Patriots.
There you go. End of episode, right?
That's it right there.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
But no, they needed to come out and win this game. They played so well in the first half of this game. It would have been a shame if they had lost it. You got to give Tampa credit for coming back.
Yeah.
Tampa is a good football team. And they showed that with their resiliency coming back in that game. Ben Roethlisberger was talking after the game. He was like, look, we only had 3 or 4 possessions in the second half because the Buccaneers were just possessing the football.
Yeah, they did, and they were churning it. They were moving the ball down the field, all the stuff that they had done to other teams in the first 2 weeks. That said, give it up for the defense for getting four forced turnovers in the first half. Four defensive turnovers. Let's go through them. Artie Burns forces a fumble.
Mike Hilton recovers it.
There's an interception that follows.
Yes, and there was a John Bostic tipped the pass that was intercepted by Chicolo. There was also the Bud Dupree touchdown, interception for a touchdown, and Terrell Edmonds had an interception.
And all of this is reminiscent of what we saw out in Latrobe and what we saw on the South Side, isn't it? This is a team that had its hands on the football all summer long.
They did, and that was something that was stressed throughout the offseason. Look, the Steelers don't need to be a shutdown defense. I'm not sure there is a shutdown defense in today's NFL. What they do need to be is opportunistic, and they need to be able to come up with some stops when they have to have those things. And I thought they did that tonight.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they didn't get all the stops, certainly not in the second half.
But they got the stops that they needed.
They did, and they also got a pretty nice finish from the offense. So the offense, never mind what happened before it. And we'll get to that in the last segment here. Ben Roethlisberger was obviously very good, and others were as well. They took the field. They needed to win the game, and they did.
They did. They started slowly again, but Vance McDonald kind of got them going with that 75-yard catch and run with the stiff arm that I told Cam Hayward after the game that he's now a meme. If you saw it on Twitter, he's like, oh.
Oh, yeah. Cam. Yeah, Cam in the background. Yeah, the TV camera's got Cam pointing out the hit. It's great.
But it kind of got everybody fired up and going. And this is why the Steelers were so patient with Vance McDonald. They wanted that athleticism. You saw that on display there. When a tight end, a 260-pound tight end, is stiff-arming a guy to the ground and then beating everybody down the field. He's a big guy who's physical that can run. This adds another dimension to their offense. And, oh, by the way, Juju Smith-Schuster's playing well. Ben Roethlisberger played like crazy. They got some runs from James Conner when they needed to.
And let's not leave out James Washington, who made
2 big third-down catches.
Good plays over the middle, going up and getting the ball. And you look at the way he's built, and you don't know exactly how he's doing that, but somehow that ball in his vicinity is his. It's been a trait of his going back to college.
He's just all arms and legs.
Yeah.
I mean, he just all arms and legs. He kind of looks like a cartoon character, but he goes and gets the football.
Very impressive. Ben doesn't win on the road. Ben has lousy Septembers, and that happened. He was really good right from the beginning.
It was Monday night, and he's now 6-0 in his
last
last 6 road games on Monday nights. He came into this one averaging 298 yards passing a game on Monday nights. He put up another effort there. That's the Steelers' 11th consecutive Monday night win.
And Ben has been instrumental in a lot of their bigger wins. He brings his level up. I don't think there's any doubt about that, to the occasion, to the challenge. In this game, I was impressed in particular with the way he was able to make his intermediate passes work, regardless, Dale, if they were crossing routes, if there was a guy just waiting for him across the middle. He didn't go deep all that much, but it worked. All of it worked.
The thing that was most impressive is Tampa Bay goes down and they get a field goal with just under 2 minutes left in the first half.
Yep.
Roethlisberger brings them out with about a minute and 30 seconds, maybe a little bit less than that.
They had to win a game.
Boom, 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 right down the field. That was the winning score in the game, as it turned out. That was the 30th point. And he did it, just carved them up. Used a bunch of different receivers and was very meticulous about it.
My favorite Ben pass, the touchdown to Switzer. Loved it. Absolute perfect. I know you've seen that play in practice a billion times.
That's a great 2-point play.
But it really is. It's one of those that coaches love because every time they see it in practice, it works.
And think about who you just said that caught it, Switzer.
Yeah.
I mean, a guy who wasn't even on the team a month ago.
Right. There was a lot of that in this game.